Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another footy talk? Yo, ROMZ, what you telling me, fam?
Big up, bro. No, I'm good. What are you telling me? What's the break saying in that?
Right, I'm good, you know. I'm good, bro.
I
I'm
hear
good,
you. I
bro.
hear
I'm
you.
back. I'm back, brother. And
But
I'm
do you know what, bro? There's actually a phone I got to pick with you, bro. Because me and you like the same baller, but I was watching your reaction to Ten Hag staying and Ineos being crooks in that. But you slipped to the little Musiala ain't a ball. Musiala's not my guy, but we're not gonna get into that, bro. You swear down you don't rate him.
probably he's not my guy. It's not that I don't rate him, yeah. It's not that I don't rate him.
You
It's
just
just
don't
that
put him on a pedestal like others, innit?
nah,
One
bro.
of
I
them
just think
ones.
he's overrated. And you know why I say that? The reason why I say
Oh,
he's overrated is because we've been so starved, yeah, of man that actually can kick ball. Man see 2-2 dribbles and get excited, innit?
yeah.
But there's nothing comes after it though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this brother does the same things that man used to diss Jesse Lingard for, bro. Just run around.
Mm.
And that's all he
But
does.
then,
He just runs around.
but then, don't you think, Rants? Yeah, for me, he's a big game player. Because listen, we're going to speak about Tuchel soon. Probably going to
Yeah,
segue into him. But he's the
yeah.
reason why Tuchel's tenure looks half decent at Bayern, bro. Last day of the
I hear that.
season, you get
I
it.
hear that. I
So,
hear it. But bro, I'll be real, innit? I expect way more from a player like him. You know that one.
and the
He,
positions he gets in.
he just frustrates me, bro. He looks like a pro playground player that just gets on the ball, does nice dribbles, and then nothing happens after, bro. Do you know what I mean? I
Mm.
don't like that. Do you know what I mean? That's
Aye.
my personal
Mm.
opinion, bro. If you offer me Florian Wirtz or him, I'll take Florian Wirtz because he scores goals.
See, Rants, this is where we're the opposite because I think Verts is the overrated one. Do you get? And that's not to say he's bad, but I feel like Verts for me, literally, your reasons for Musiala are my reasons for Verts. I think Verts gets into position. Don't get twisted. His output is better. Like numbers don't
Mm.
lie. In one in a team dethroned Musiala last season. But I just think Verts could do a bit more. That's not to say he won't get to that level, but how you feel about Musiala is how I feel about Verts still. But I just wanted to ask you about that one because I'm watching it. I'm like, bro, Rants that's flawless, bro. And there's no way he just dropped his name in there. But
No,
no, fair enough.
because you know what it is, yeah. It's like when I see dribbles with no end product, yeah. Man is just gonna turn into one of them streets we'll never forget ballers, blood. If he doesn't do, do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
Like
I hear it. I hear
this is
it.
what I'm trying to say, bro. The streets will never forget Jamal Musiala, blood. Bare lanky dribbles, no goals, and
Goes,
I'm
no,
not
I
here
hear
for.
you.
For me, it's like, bro, do something after. You know what I mean? Or else you're gonna fall into the Ben Arthur trap. You know them
Yeah.
ones. That's where you're going. You're going down the Ben Arthur route, blood. That's where you're
That's
going
true.
with Ben Arthur and Tarapt
Them
and
North
fucking what's
African ballers,
my
isn't
man?
it?
My man at West
Yeah.
Ham as well for the one season as well. Dimitri Payet and that.
I,
You're gonna
yeah.
end up in them comps with them man there unless you start doing some meaningful shit. Do you get what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
hear it. I hear
That's
it.
where I am on the Musiala. I rate him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But unless he starts, yeah, being undeniable, he's in a grey area right now. It's bare grey, blood. Every time I watch him, it's like, oh, did you see that dribble? Yeah, cool. He got fouled, and then nothing happened after that. No goal, no assist, no wait up, no final ball, wait a pass, no nothing. Like what? It's
Mm.
just like, what's man doing? Like bare
Do you know
time
what
I
it is,
just see
bro?
man picking up the ball, dribbling, and then nothing else.
Do you know what it is, bro? I just wanted to hear your look because I had a feeling it's probably you rate him, but he's not doing more. Like what he's doing doesn't equate to his ability. Because when I saw it, I was like, there's no way you just don't rate him as a ball
Yeah,
in
he's
it. But
not,
your
he's
logic,
not, he's not doing enough for me, bro.
yeah. Your logic makes sense. Still, your logic makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's not
It's
doing
kind
enough
of
for
like
me.
you think Jao Felix gets into he's into that category as well, where we both rate him. If I remember you saying,
Jao Felix has got a level of ability that Musiala don't have. But
yeah. I
he's
agree.
got
I
he's
agree.
got a level of ability. Like when you see him in training and you watch these Chelsea rondos, Joao Felix is doing some foolishness here that like he's so skilled here that it doesn't make sense that he's not the best player in the world. It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It actually doesn't make sense. But there's I can't sit here and say that he's the best player in the world because he's not showing me that. You know them
Mm.
one. And
No,
it's
I
the
hear
same
you.
with Musiala. Everyone always gasses him up, and then every time man watch him playing a game, he dribbles past 3 players, gets fouled, then you don't see him for 10 minutes. And it's like, all right, cool. But when do we get to the point where man have to judge him on what he's actually doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's been playing football, men's football, for like 3 years. So I think that now man can judge him on his impact on games, yeah, frequently. Consistent impact in games is where you start really rating man and really putting them up there. Ballon d'Or and them thing there. Consistent impact in games. He don't consistently impact games for a very overpowered Bayern Munich.
Was he in their team when they won the Champions League? If you remember, was he in? Did he play for them that campaign?
I don't remember, bro.
Because that's one thing I will say. My criticism of him. I know people are gonna say Bundesliga tax in that. He
wasn't.
Games I've watched, he wasn't. Oh, cool. Because the games I've watched in the Bundesliga, he rips it up. Albeit people say it's not that good, whatnot. But to be fair, where you've got a point. When I've seen him in the Champions League, you want him to take the game by the scruff of his neck.
And
you look to him, and he doesn't really do that. So. I hear
this is my point, and you compare him to someone like a Jamal, who's a little man to him. He's a youth man, but bro, he picks up the game. You get me, and he does stuff. That's what I mean, bro. Like me, nobody loves a maverick footballer more than me. But Musiala is in that Foden category now, where it's like, cool, you got ability, but like, where's the rest? You know, like that. That's where Phil Foden is. Let's not pretend. That's where Phil Foden is. Phil Foden is in that category of, all right, cool, we know you can play football, but what now?
Yeah.
But what now? Because, bro, if I'm England manager, Foden's not playing.
Facts. And that's the thing, Rants. People will take from the stream that we're not rating them. What we're basically trying to say is we're underwhelmed. We know you can do more, so we're underwhelmed. It's literally that. No, I hear you. I hear you now. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's shit, because in a world full of Bellinghams, I can't call Musiala shit.
Yeah,
but do you get me? But the point is, yeah, the point is, what now? Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck the one trick pony. Phil Foden, the one trick half turn. Yeah, it looks nice. What now? What now?
Do you know what City fans are saying at first? Obviously, he was injured, he weren't playing, but they can't keep washing with that excuse because he's come into the fold before the international break. And again, like, a rate Foden, but yeah, that you need to do more, because right now. So what have you done for me lately? And I know people say that last season obviously won the league for City last day of the season, but this season since he's come back, yeah, man. But what are you saying about this Potter stuff, Carl? I got a couple of things to not Potter stuff, Tuchel stuff, Carl. I got a couple of things to say, Carl. For me, I'm a bit disappointed in Carsley, bro. I know he had this stinker against Greece, where for me it was a bit too imbalanced. He went too attacking, and I know some people might say, "Oh, England." By the way, put this out there. I don't really give a toss about England. I'm Brazil and Jamaica. Jamaica for obvious reasons. I wear Rants. I go where the football's at. I know Brazil has been underwhelming recently, but in fact, they won 6-0. Me saying that they won 6-0 the other night. But let's be honest, their own legends don't even watch them at the moment. But ultimately, ultimately and historically, bro, Brazil's where the football's at, and Jamaica because of obvious reasons. So I don't really care too tough about England, but I'm disappointed in Carsley because the Greece game for me, too imbalanced, overcomplicated stuff. But when he's coming out and saying the country deserves a winner and someone that's been there, it's like, believe in yourself, bro. Like, where's yourself?
Yeah, but I think that's him. Yeah, I think that's him. Well, not that I think. I know that it's him. Yeah, distancing himself from the job because he don't want it. You know them one. So he's distancing himself in a nice way, as to say, you know what, talk up the things. You know them ones, and he gets to keep his England under-21 job. Do you know what I'm saying?
Is he gonna go back to that?
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, bro, if I'm Man United, I'm going and I'm snapping him up, bro.
Yeah.
But he's a bad boy coach.
Another man, I think, that's why I accidentally said his name earlier. Because the way, like, again, I don't support England and whatnot, but if I had to pick a way I want them to play, I do want it to be a bit more flamboyant. I do want it to be a bit more expressive. I would have picked Potter, bro, because even for me, Potter's tenure at Chelsea, I know the Chelsea fans in the chat might say otherwise. I think he was slightly hard done by, bro. I know sometimes he put out formations that were mad and he tried to fit in. Man's getting his hair cut by A-star barbers and that. Man's trying to get the bus down and that. I get it. But I still think he was given a hand that didn't play to him. Because even big up Jam's even in the chat saying low key. Because bro, I swear he was the first manager to take over Tuchel from when they got the whole ownership and whatnot. So for me, Potter's still a top manager. I don't subscribe to his notion that he's washed just because he didn't do well at Chelsea. for me, he was my number one for England. Yeah, you're seeing Tuchel now. Yes, he's a winner, Champions League, all that. But I do understand the FA's logic because the transition won't be too mad, you know, because Southgate and Tuchel's the better manager. I'll put that up.
Blood.
Yeah, bro, it's very similar. So for me, FA's been a bit lazy and they've gone, we've seen 4 games of expressive football under Carsley. Let's go back to what we know. Let's revert back to tap, but with a winner, with a man that's got credentials, with a man that's been there. Because say what you want about Tuchel, but even that PSG team, he's their most successful manager, especially in the Champions League. Brought them to a final. For me, they were better than Bayern that final. But Bayern just had that know-how to get with their players. Yeah. But he's not a bum, innit? So I think they just basically wanted a bougie of Southgate. You know what I mean? A man that's won a bit more.
That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. You put it well. Me personally, the Carsley situation for me is there's too many egos in this England camp. Do you know what I'm saying? There's too many egos in this England camp. He can't be arsed with it. You know them ones, because he's the kind of coach, he's almost suited better to club football because he can build something. You can tell that this is a manager that has a style of play. He's a manager that has a style of play in his mind, and he has certain players he wants to use. And there's too many egos. There's too many people to upset. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you look at it, for instance, our best football, we play with Angel and Jack in the midfield. Right. As soon as Bellingham comes back, he has to play Bellingham, even though you know he don't want to play him. Regardless, you know he don't want to play him. Bro, if you look at the way he sets up his teams, he played Cole Palmer in a false 9. This guy does not want to play Jude Bellingham, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But he will have to. Tommy Tuchel's going to come in and shoehorn all these Englishmen into the team the same way they did with Scholes on the left and all this. And it's going to be shit, bruv. That's what's going to happen. You're going to probably see Saka at wing back or something like that. And you're going to see Bellingham, Foden, and all these men shoehorned into a team. You're going to see Mason Mount back in the squad. This is what you're going to see.
I was going to say, he's going to bring the boys back. You might see Chilwell get a call up. Reece James, when he's fit, he does get in, but he's going to probably start Chilwell, Mount, Reece James. Bro, he's going to be like, bro, you don't want me the Champions League. Let me bring that Chelsea contingent back. But I agree with you, bro, because say what you want about Trent, but us Liverpool fans even said this under Klopp. Sometimes in some games, a 3 out the back would have benefited him more, because if you play him at wing back, you're going to get the best out of him, because his defensive responsibilities decrease massively, bro. So, but I know once Reece James,
even Trent, I throw Trent into the Bellingham category, where Trent's got the ego of Paul Gascoigne, but you're a right back, fam. Like, what are you doing? Like, never in my life will I adapt my system for a right back, bro. You know, like that. And this is just what it is. When you look at Trent Alexander, he's a right back that doesn't excel at anything that right backs do. He's a right back, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, man are going to have to adjust the whole way that we play to allow Jude to run around and do the passion thing and do the Vamos thing. And then for Trent to invert, do you know what I'm saying? And just spam the ball every time he gets it. Do you know what I'm saying? Rants? Bro, you know the amount of egos that we're going to have to accommodate in this team, It's not going to work, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And this is why Carsley said, fuck this, because I got too many of these guys that think they've made it. Do you know what I'm saying? And they think that they're the best thing in the fucking world, but most of these men can't do basic things. Do you know what I mean? So you go and get a Thomas Tuchel that can deal with all of these fucking egos, and you just try and make it work, bro, because they're not going to listen to someone like Lee Carsley. They're not going to be able to carry out the technical stuff that Carsley wants them to do, bro. Rico Lewis is a better footballer than Trent Alexander, whether you like it or not.
That I do agree with. But what I was going to say...
my man knows it, and Carsley knows it.
What I was going to say earlier, you know when you said you wouldn't accommodate a team to a right back like Trent, the only way you would is if you have workhorses and not technicians that England have at their...
What the fuck happened to my camera? Hold on. Oh, my camera turned off. One second.
But no, you still hear me though, yeah?
I can hear you, but I don't know why my face is just split in half. I think my camera overheated or some shit. I don't know, bruv. Hold on, let me turn it back on.
That's calm.
I don't know what the fuck.
You know what? You have to get the cobwebs out off in it. Obviously, it's your first thing back. I said wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Done a mad thing. Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. One camera.
You
What
lot
the
smash them
fuck has
lights,
he done?
man. Your eyes still.
You can still hear me though, innit?
Yeah. I can still hear
Yeah, I
you.
don't know why the camera done that. Hold on. But yeah, keep doing your thing anyway, bruv. Like, keep talking,
Yeah.
innit?
Like I was saying, bro, like for me, you can't, because England have so many technicians, you don't necessarily have to accommodate your system to a right back. But I think Klopp proved it. If you got like, because when in our pomp with Fabinho, Henderson, and Ronaldo, you wouldn't really say any of them three are technical. I'd say you would say the closest you would say is Ronaldo, but none of them you associate with technicians. But the reason why you were able to accommodate it to Trent is because you didn't have all them other technicians. I think when you've got them in abundance, you're not thinking, why we accommodate it to our right back when we got players that can do what he does further up the field and in the midfield. So I get your logic from that standpoint, but I just feel because for me, even under Kazi's few games, and people are saying, "Oh, everything
We
ran
played
too."
some beautiful football, man.
So yeah, we did, but I disagree with this notion that it's mainly come from my fan base that we built the system around Trent. Everything went through Trent. No. For what
We
I saw,
didn't. We just allowed him to invert.
Exactly. And the last game, for me, everything was going through Grealish. Everyone was trying to get to Grealish, bro. Everyone was getting it to Jack.
Yeah, because he's our best player, bro. I've been telling man, like when Grealish is allowed to do Grealish things, no one can't chat to this youth, blood. I don't care, innit?
Facts,
This
bro.
is what it is. Man can't fuck with Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish with the low socks, bro. Yeah, over the alcohol limit. This is my baller, bro. When he's ready to go, no one's stopping him. There's no
this is why I didn't
fucking
want him to
player.
go City, bro.
Bruv,
This is
there's
why I
no
didn't want him to go
player that
City.
is stopping Jack Grealish, bro, when he's ready to do what he's meant to do, bro.
Facts.
No one. But the problem is with this England team is way too many egos, bro. And this is why England never won nothing when man had the Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes thing. Carrick couldn't get in the squad because man had to appease the more marketable players. Do you know what I'm saying?
The players
This
with
is
PR, bro.
And this is what it is. Jude Bellingham's got his own signature boot now. That must be the deadest baller to ever have a signature boot. You know, like that. This is what I mean. This is the society that we live in right now.
He's got his own tracksuit as well.
Come on, bro. This guy's arse cheeks, bro. He's cheeks, bro. He's one of the worst footballers I've seen get to the level that he's at. This is crazy. That man's playing for Real Madrid. You know how we felt when we saw like Thomas Gravison playing for Real Madrid and that? And we were like, how the fuck did he get there, bro? Like, that's Jude Bellingham. Yeah, bro. When Gravison ended up there back in the day, when Woodgate put the man them true, and Owen and Gravison and them man was at Real Madrid, and we're like, who's this baller you in a Real Madrid kit?
Yeah.
This is what it looks like watching Jude Bellingham running around there, bro, tripping over his feet, bro. He's fucking awful. Do you know what I mean? And the guy's got his own boot, you know. It's a joke. This is what I'm trying to say. Football's dusted. Football's dusted. And the problem is, yeah, when you've got players that dead, yeah, with superstar egos, you can't have a coach like Lee Carsley, bro. You can't, because as good a coach as he is, them man ain't gonna listen to Carsley. You think that Trent's gonna listen to Carsley, bro? Trent wants to invert, and if Carsley's saying, yo, we tick the game over, Trent's still gonna want to play the 60-yard ball, bro. Trent's not changing his game.
Yeah. So do you think it's a thing where Carsley, like you said, he believes in his ability, but he's like, this ain't for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and I hear you. I'm not gonna try and fit in.
And he saw all of these fucking prima donnas, and he said, yeah, can't do this. I can't do this, because they're not gonna be able to. They're not going to be able to actually embody everything that I'm trying to do, and it's going to make me look bad. So I'm stepping away from this. Tuchel can deal with all of these men that think they're better than they are. Let Tommy Tukes deal with that, because he's more used to dealing with that in in club football. You get what I'm saying? He's won a Champions League. He's more likely to get a bit more respect from these guys.
I hear you, but when you say Rants, this is where he kind of has to earn his money, because I hear what you're saying. He doesn't want to fit into something that basically doesn't want to suit what he wants to do. However, you know, in life, there's a saying, your comfort zone is a dangerous place. Come out of your comfort zone. Don't you think it could now be time for like a Cardi to say, you know what? I don't want to deal with these egos, but let me try. Let me actually try and put them all together. Do you think you could counter it in that way?
Nah, the reason why is because you need to understand that this England job, it's a company man job. You know them ones. Like you have to pick man you don't want to pick. Imagine if Carsley was like, all right, cool. So I'm not picking Trent, not picking Jude. Do you know what I mean? These men are dead. Kyle Walker, you're finished. Man's not picking you. Man's gonna go get fucking Tomori and fucking Loftus Cheek and them man there. And I'm just gonna play with Angel Gomez and them man and just drop all of these big names. Bro, brother.
They'll be outraged. They'll be
outraged. The whole country will be going mad.
They'll be at his door.
Why are you not picking Jude? Why are you not picking Foden? Bro,
the SUV vans would be outside his yard.
Imagine if man said, yo, I'm not picking Phil Foden. Fuck that you, bruv. Stay at home. People will be going crazy.
Yeah, people will be going mad still.
They'll be like, you can't do that. You can't do that, bruv. You have to pick these man just for the optics, bro. Do you know what I mean? You have to pick them for the optics, bro. There's certain
You know what, Rants? Forget even the England fans. If he didn't pick players like Jude or Foden and whatnot, the man upstairs will even be calling. What are you doing? Like, what are you actually doing?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Man will be like, what do you mean you're not picking him? This is what man need to understand, bro. It's like, you're not in control, bruv. You're more in control in club football. In international football, you have to pick certain man. That'd be like Jamaica, saying, we're just not picking Bailey. We're just not. What do you mean you're not picking him, blood? He's allowed to not come if he don't want to come, but you can't not pick Leon.
Yeah.
You get me? So you can't not pick Jude, blood. Even though we balled out with Rice, Gomez, and Grealish, you can't not pick Jude, blood, because he's the face of Adidas, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So Carsley's looking at these men and saying, yo, you know what? Them man can't play the football that I want to play, and I can't get rid of the man that I want to get rid of. So go get a Tuchel that can fit them all into a team in some stupid formation. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Tuchel will do that. He'll shoehorn about 10 men into a fucking 11 that shouldn't work, and then we'll see what happens.
And that's why it won't work. And that, because you know what, Rants, do you know what, Rants, as well? Like, do you know why this job's massive? Say whatever you want to say about Southgate. We all know he's stinky. Say what the hell you want. But for you to better him, you now have to reach the Euro final minimum. Because you literally have to win it. But to match it, you would have to go to 2 back-to-back Euro finals, and you have to make a World Cup final. Because I think he only made semi. You have to make a World Cup final or go one better and win it. This ain't an easy job. And for me, the reason why this ain't going to work for Tuchel is for the reasons you said. He's going to have to accommodate all of these egos. And again, he's going to do the pragmatic thing. And when you're playing a nation like Brazil or Spain or Germany that are just going to pass you off the pitch and then tire you out and then literally pick moments, we're pissed. I think when I say we've gone backwards, I mean we've gone backwards in terms of how far we're going to progress in the tournaments. In terms of manager, we haven't. Like I said, he's a Buja. Southgate. So I think Southgate's only ever won like a Toulon tournament and the League Cup at Middlesbrough. I think that is literally his resume, bro. So we've got, in terms of manager, we've upgraded, but in terms of how we're going to progress or how far the country can go, I think Tuchel will probably get to quarters and maybe semis. But yeah, say what you want about Southgate. He's the best England manager since the one that won it in 66. I can't remember who that was. But yeah, since we won it in 66, if you want to go by progression of tournaments.
Brother, to me, it's a bad idea, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I
think they
should have given the job to Englishman.
I hear you. That's what I'm saying. For me, it was Potter number one. When I saw it, that it's there's a vacancy, I said Potter's number one still. Potter's number one.
Bro, it's one of them ones where I'll be real, yeah. Like, a lot of these English players think they're way better than they are, innit? And they just needed a manager to let these men know, bruv, you're not that guy, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, them man are going to give the England job to a fucking German, bro. Do you know how crazy that is?
Have you seen the memes?
Brother, I'm not surprised, bro. You know what I mean? To me, it's crazy. To me, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's the maddest thing.
Bro, you see Tommy Robertson's men and that is not going down well.
Certain man's granddads are going crazy right now. Man are saying that, bro. Man didn't die for this. You know, like that. Bro, is crazy. Man said they won in the end, you know.
Oh my days.
It's mad, bro. Like, I don't know, innit? For me personally, nah. Can't run. But
Jeez.
You know what's mad to me, yeah? What's mad to me about the whole situation is England, yeah, are the most arrogant footballing nation. But then if you're so good, where's your English manager, bro? How come no English managers ever won the Premier League? How about that?
Yeah,
Do you
because they all been Scottish.
They've all been
Scottish, bro.
Scottish, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've all been Scottish, bro. So how come?
You know the English that to when it's not English, they had to change it to British. You saw it with
Yeah, of
Andy
course.
Murray. Andy
Well,
Murray
that's
was the
it.
major. He's now British and not Scottish. You're spot on still, but that's why you always hear first British manager to win the Prem. It's like, no. Say their nationality, bro. It's their Scottish man. But you know what? Yeah, you're spot on because and big up to Aaron. What Aaron's saying because I feel like if you can't produce a manager that's one of your own, because if you look at the recent World Cup winners, right? Joachim Low, I think that's how you pronounce it for Germany.
Yeah,
German.
Joachim Low,
You look at the Argentinian manager, he was Argentinian. Del Bosque for Spain. I think 06. He was Italy's one. I can't remember who's Italy's manager in 06. I can't remember off the top of my head. Chat might know, but if you look more or less, yeah, Capello, big up Abdul's Capello, yeah. If you look at most of I think if you look at the last 5 winners, all of their managers have come from the country, bro.
brother. It should be that way, bro. Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's my thing, yeah. And this is why I keep
Yeah,
telling man, yeah. That's why I keep telling you, man. A lot of these English man, yeah, these English ballers, a lot of these man, they ain't that good in it. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you can see that by the managers in this country, bro. Do you know what I mean? To be a manager, you need to be able to understand the game of football. There's not many English players that I look at and I say they actually understand the game, like they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, yeah, the guys that make coaches are either centre backs or defensive midfielders. Like Pep was a defensive midfielder. Rice can't read the game. Angel Gomez is the only midfielder that England have that can actually read the game and knows football.
But do you know that's annoying, Rants?
He's the only one, you know. He will be the best coach out of all of those players, you know. Someone like him that knows how to drop in between the centre backs, where to be in between the lines and that. That's a man that knows football. Most of these English men don't know football. All these men know is cardio, blood. Them man just run up and down.
Do you know? This is what I'm saying.
Rico Lewis knows football as well. You can tell he's a smart youth.
Very smart baller. But because this country's so fixated on PNP and athleticism, they're not going to look at a man like Angel Gomez and think he's a good manager. But and this is the sad thing, yeah. Now Tuchel comes in, he's probably going to hold bench. Don't even be surprised if you don't even get call-ups, bro. Even if his form for Lille...
Angel's not getting any more call-ups, bro. He might be cooked now with Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, bro.
And it's sad. All these 6 foot youths here, and that's it.
It's sad, bro. It's actually sad.
Bruv, passion and cardio. This is what these men are on. Ricky Hatton football, blood. This is what these men are on. Do you know what I'm saying? Bare shots to the head, you know them ones there, bro. Split decision and that. Split eyebrows and them thing there, bro. These men are dusted, bro. I'll be real. Like, English football is in the gutter. And going and getting Thomas Tuchel is crazy. You know, like that. Because we complained about Southgate. You think it gets better under Tuchel? It don't get better. It's the same.
Facts.
It's the same.
Like I said to you, Rants, bro, if Tuchel doesn't win the Euros, like you said, better Southgate, or get to a World Cup final minimum, he's automatically been more of a failure than Southgate, bro. Yeah, I keep saying, yes, he's a better manager, but if you're going to go by progression, I think this is a bad move personally, bro. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think England's, when it comes to nation, their arch rival is Germany as well, bro. Like,
it's not just football, it's history, cuz.
Yeah.
Talking about, you know, it's a madness. I can't even lie.
I don't even want to say certain things. I don't want to get the channel wrapped, but some of the memes I've been seeing and what they've been photoshopping.
I haven't seen the memes, but I understand where they could go with this. You know what I'm saying? Because you get me? I know where they could go.
I'm gonna send you a couple.
I've been there in my mind a few times, so I know where they can go.
Yeah, some are mad, you know, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Some I've seen are crazy.
Nah, brother. I'm telling you, the whole thing is crazy. The whole thing is crazy. To me, I think it's a bad idea, innit? I think it's a bad idea. I think he's gonna play Southgate football. Obviously, the fact that the players are gonna respect Tuchel a bit more means that he might be able to get a bit more out of them. But my honest opinion is that a lot of these players think they're better than they are. And the way to get the best out of them, is to drop them completely, bruv. Because in my opinion, yeah, you can't have a cohesive team unit, yeah, with too many big egos, blood. When you look at a lot of the smaller teams, yeah, in the Euros that have done well, like the Turkeys and all of that, and the Greases and all of these things, the reason why they do well is because they have one or two star players. And even the star players ain't mad egotistical. They still roll up their sleeves and they do the ugly stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But all of them man have this team ethic, bro. Do you know what I mean? England don't have that. Do you
And
know what I'm
Rants,
saying? They don't
yo,
have that, and they'll never have that, bro.
do you know what validates what you're saying even more? Even if you go to club football and you go to the Galacticos now, when Madrid brought in R9,
Yeah, they didn't win shit.
they didn't win anything, bro. So what you're saying, you're spot on. You can't. I think so many egos have never really worked. I remember my brethren the other day said, "Oh, Barca's Pep had a lot of egos." No, they didn't, bro. If you look at Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Busquets, and that, these
They're
man
all
you wouldn't
looking for each
associate them as
other.
big ego. Exactly. They all play for one. They all play for one another, and they're all quite humble, even as characters. You see Xavi's interviews, Iniesta's interviews, Messi's interviews, Busquets, Jordi Alba. If you go through that whole team, bro, a lot of them didn't have big egos, and the ones that did, your Samuel Eto'os, your Zlatans, that weren't under Pep. They were rarely under Pep, and if they were under Pep, they wouldn't last long. The minute Pep come in, I think Eto'o had not Eto'o. Zlatan only had one season off out of him. Then he went to Milan. He sold Eto'o to Inter Milan. You know what I mean? When it comes to Pep's team, that Barca team is the greatest I've seen in my lifetime. In it, they've hardly had egos. You could probably say I said Puyol had an ego, PK to an extent, and if you did, you were more in the defensive line. All the attackers and midfielders, they were all quite humble characters. So you're spot on, bro. A team of a lot of egos don't really work.
Puyol kept PK on a leash, so he couldn't do the bad man.
Yeah.
Because Puyol would just lickle man him. So who's that senior figure in the England side, bro? Kyle Walker. Man, no, I ain't listening to Kyle Walker. He can't even control his baby, man. You know, bro, you know, like that. But no one ain't listening to Kyle Walker. I'll be real. Like, where's the John Terry in this group? There isn't one. Like, we have to keep it real. There is not one.
You know what, Rants? There's one man that could be, but for me, he's not vocal enough. I think a John Stones, if he was more vocal enough,
exactly.
I mean, that's one thing. I think he could fit that mold, but he's not vocal enough, bro.
He's not.
You barely hear him. Yeah. You barely hear him.
He's not that character, bro. I'll be real. So when I look at this England team, yeah, there's too many, man. You got Foden, Bellingham, and Palmer all fighting over the number 10 position. Obviously, Jude's going to get it because his PR is the best. So Foden's going to get forced out on one of the wings. Cole Palmer's going to be sitting on the bench fuming because this is what's going to happen. Because Tuchel probably, because of the off-the-ball stuff, Cole Palmer probably doesn't play for Tuchel as much as he should. So then you have Cole Palmer pissed off.
Even Harry Kane, Watkins should be starting ahead of him, bro. And he's going to start just again because of his PR. But he's been They're even saying for Bayern, yeah, he's stat padding, but he's not even playing the best for them. And these last two games, sorry, not the first one, the game that they just played against Finland, he's done now. It looks like he's running in treacle. He's generally,
his legs are cooked, bro.
Yeah, they're done. The ankle injuries are caught up for him. Them ankle injuries are caught up to him now, bro.
My man's moving like fucking Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz, blood. He's done. He's done, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's done. And the thing is, Harry Kane needs to be dropped. But again, yeah, Carsley would do that if he could. Tuchel's not dropping him. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the problem with England, bro. There's too many men with mad egos that are not that good, bro. This is the reality, bro. Because the way I see it is, yeah, and you can attribute this to anything, like with boxing or anything like that. The way, whatever your values are, is how you're going to judge an individual. So whatever your values are in football is how you're going to judge people. And because of my values, my footballing values, I can't rate Trent. I can't rate Bellingham. I can't rate players like this. Even Declan Rice. Like, I can't rate him as a footballer, but I rate Declan Rice's I rate his intensity and his tenacity. Like, I would still play him.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't play him because he's a baller. I'd play him because
I hear you.
I'd play him because he would give me the balance. Like, my team wouldn't be too easy to play against because I can't have 100 pretty footballers because man need a dog in the midfield. I need one. He can do that. Do you get me? But the thing is, yeah, I see a quote from Iniesta, yeah, and it tells you everything. and he said, he was breaking it down, and he was saying basically, the faster the ball moves, the more technicality becomes important. The slower the ball moves, the more physicality becomes important. And what he meant to say is, you've got that Barcelona team. They're not very they're not very physical. But because the ball moves so fast, nobody was talking about their physicality because it didn't matter.
Nah, yeah.
Players like Jude only become effective when the ball's moving really slow and he can box crash. Do you know what I'm saying? But when man are there, popping the ball, pop, 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 you don't want Jude on the pitch. Get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Same with Trent. If Trent ain't got fucking 3 seconds to take a touch, look up and fucking hit a 60-yarder, he's useless. Do you know what I mean? When the ball's moving quickly, you don't want ballers like them. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's Iniesta. When the ball's moving quickly, you want Rico. You want Angel. You want Cole. These are the guys you want when the ball's moving. Do you know what I'm saying? All these physicality merchants and these spammers and that, dead.
It's even it's even sometimes for Liverpool, bro. And I'm watching us, and Trent's free, but then you'll see a man's about to literally get touched tight and close him down, and I don't want the ball played into him. And you'll see it. Like if you watch Liverpool, if Trent's free and as a man shutting him down, the ball gets pinged to him, he'll just ping it back because when it's moving quickly, you're spot on, Rant. He needs for you to get the best out of Trent. He needs time at his feet. That's when he
That's
normally.
what I'm saying. When the ball, like what Iniesta said, when the ball's moving slowly, that's when you can have a Trent. When the ball's moving fast, and that's how you kill teams, by moving the ball fast.
Yeah.
So then I can't have this motherfucker in my team.
And when the ball's moving fast, friends, teams can't set themselves because it's like the minute you set yourself, you have to readjust. How many times, bro, have you done drills in the past year where you might do a defensive? You're obviously your attacker, but they're having to shuffle. But if you got technicians in your side, you're always going to beat them because no matter how many times you shuffle as a unit, the ball moves faster than all four of you lot in sync. Do you know what I mean? And even if you're in sync, you're not in sync, if that makes sense. So, yeah, no, you're spot on. That's a bad boy quote by Iniesta still. Bro, and that's another one, like you said, he'll turn into a good manager. Even Xavi, man are trying to rub him out, bro. He's
Man United should go get Xavi, bro. I'll be real. Because after seeing what Arteta's done, why not? I'd give Xavi a chance because Xavi's already won a league. Xavi was a better footballer than him. Do you know what I'm saying? And Xavi's teams, bro, he had fucking Al Sadd bopping.
Rolling out, I see a couple clips of them stuff.
He had them man bopping, As much as them man can laugh at Xavi and that he was getting touched up in that league, but bro, that club was run shit, if we're being honest. Do you know what I'm saying? They were run shit. And also, bro, you can't compete with a team bringing in Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Bellingham, Mbappe. Do you know what I mean? And you're bringing in scrubs, bro. Like, you can't compete with that. And you're not meant to compete with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where maybe it's one of them ones where, in hindsight, a lot of the stuff that happened at Barcelona wasn't his fault.
And let's be honest as well. Listen, money is a thing. He can't really buy. I don't buy into the notion that ROMZ and Barca.
He couldn't sign no one either.
He couldn't buy anyone he wanted to sign. Do you get it? So, no, you're spot on, man. And what Neo said, bro, he still won the league. You know what? If Xavi went to United, one thing that's guaranteed is better football. And with better football, normally the results improve unless and
also, if you give him money to spend, he's gonna buy decent players. Like, man can say Xavi is a scrub, but bro, you can't tell me that Arteta's a better coach than Xavi because I'm not hearing it. And I'm seeing what Arteta's doing at Arsenal, bro. Like, whether you like the way Arsenal play or not, he's got these guys regimented, bro. Man's performing hypnotism on these men to the point where as soon as their man went a man down, they just went. Man was just there, man. Parked on the edge of the box. Man just knew where to go, and that it's like he was controlling them on the side with a control pad, blood. Like, that's how he's got these, man.
Rants, you watch Get Out. The Arsenal team are in the sunken place, bro.
Man got the speed. Man got the spoon in the cup, bro. Oh, blood, this. Bro, it's crazy.
They all know what they're doing. You know what it is, If Xavi went to a Barca, Xavi went to a United. You see your technicians like Majarawi, Xerxes, Mino, Ahmad, their eyes would light up. Like, what? A manager that's coming in to get the best out of us and the way we play. You know, I hear you still. I actually hear you still. Like, if Xavi went to United, I'm not going to say he'll take you to the promised land straight away because, again, there's other factors, but your football will definitely improve, bro. That's like most man that take over.
The thing
from
is, yeah, with Xavi,
yeah,
as much as man have tried to rub out what he's done at Barcelona, yeah, a lot of people, the funny thing is, people will rub him out, but then these are the same man that do the trophy argument thing. He's won a league. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's won a league, so he's more successful than Van Nistelrooy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Van Nistelrooy won a cup. This brother's won a league. He's a young manager. He's still finding his way in football. And previous to Barcelona, he had a little man job in the Middle East. So he's still finding his feet as a gaffer. And he's won a trophy. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where he can't be a scrub. He can't be a scrub, but then Arteta's not a scrub. Because Arteta ain't won the league.
Also, context as well, yeah. Arteta, like you said, only won a cup. Like you're saying about Nistelrooy, all these men have won a cup. Not only Xavi's won a league, up against the likes of Ancelotti and Simeone that are more seasoned than him. Brother, you have to give him respect. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think the season Xavi won the league, Real Madrid weren't scrap. I think they might have even concentrated on the Champions League the year Xavi won it, I think. Or actually, maybe it wasn't. I can't exactly remember. But still, my point is, he still won the league against two top coaches, bro, in Simeone and Ancelotti. So, yeah, like, if Arteta won the league, yes, albeit it'll be against Pep. But, like, you can't really rub out what Xavi's done. And again, I never subscribe to the notion. Whenever a man says Barca don't have money, I shut them down. It's like, no, if they really want to play, they still somehow get the player. But I don't think they have the money to get.
No, they don't have the liquid capital that Real Madrid had to do that. If he gave Xavi 200 million in a window, he wouldn't know what to do with it. He'd be like, Ross, you know them way there, like, bro, like, but Barca ain't been spending like that.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? They ain't been spending like that. And yeah, bro, apparently they're saying that Amorim's one of our top targets, but brother, I don't really know what these.
That's who I wanted, bro. I'll be real, right? When Klopp went, my two main names were Flick and Amorim, innit? But bro, I'll be real, Rants. That's a man that I've had to watch in it because I had to do my due diligence. The minute Klopp left, I started looking into sporting. He's what do you call it? Developed Inacio, Diamonde, Conceição. I think that went Juve, bro. He's a man, and he's won the league back to back. Gyökeres now from Coventry has gone there. Rants, if you get Amorim, I'm worried still. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Amorim's cold, innit? But he's Portuguese, blood. I need Bruno out. Do you know what I'm saying? You know that, bro. This is what it is, bro. I'll be real.
I hear you.
This is where I am. This is where I am right now. I need Bruno out, bro. I can't.
Don't kill me, Raj. You said something in your I can't remember after what game it was. It might have been the Spurs game. Yeah, tackle on Madison. You killed. I was crying, bro, when you said, "Oh, it wasn't a red." But do you know why it was a red? Because I don't want to see. Because I don't want to see, bro. Yeah. I was busting up. But yeah, you're right, bro. That's one player. If Amorim comes in, he's gonna want his compatriot there. I think they've worked together in the past. I think they have.
Brother, I think that he either sold Bruno or he came in after Bruno left and he won the league when Bruno left.
Yeah, that's what the chat. Yeah,
he sold him. He sold
him.
That
might be some silver lining, and he might be the manager to come in and say, Bruno, on your back.
Yeah,
he might be the one to send him.
No, but like, nah, bro. Like, I need Bruno gone, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe he's the one to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know, but apparently he's one of the top targets, bro. He might even be the top target, but I don't know loads about him, innit? Like, I only really start researching managers when I thought last time. Do you know what I'm saying? And I started looking into the names that we were linked heavily with. His name's come up now. Do you know what I mean? More recently as one of the key guys that they're looking at, but we just have to see, bro. We just have to see.
Do you know what it is, Rants? That when Klopp announced he was leaving, I'm not gonna act like I watched like Sporting versus, I don't know, like a Varela or some little Portuguese team. I was mainly watching against the Benficas, the Bragas, the Portos and that. But when I see who he's developed, Marcus Edwards, which is I've played with him in it. Marcus Edwards, baller. I've developed him. Gyökeres come from Coventry, developed him. And Nasser Diamonde, Conceição, like, it's not just that he's winning leagues, he's better in play. And that's the first sign of a manager. Can you improve players? That's why I rate, I don't want to bring it back to my club. This is why I'm rating Slot, because I wanted Diaz out in the summer. Not because I don't think he's a good player, but I think he's
thought that you could do better.
Exactly. But I'll be real, it's only been 10 games. He looks like he's improved him. Konate, I always said, was a bit rash. So good so far, he's not done none of that. Gravenberch, he weren't playing like this last season, so I think Amorim's cold. Cold manager still.
Yeah, but it's how you're moving the ball. That's why Gravenberch's balling, because I'll be real. Listen, like, I respect Jurgen Klopp and what he did at Liverpool, but I didn't like his style of play. Like I always said, that Jurgen Klopp don't really like the football, innit? He's happy to let the other team have the football and then win it off them. You know them, man. Man like to pickpocket, man. You know them ones. Like when you look at Liverpool's turnovers in the other team's defensive third, they've always been the highest under Klopp. He's happy to move the ball forward vertically, lose it, and then try to win it back. You know them ones. Like he never really took care of the ball. So players like Gravenberch ain't really, and even Thiago as well, aren't really going to thrive in the Klopp system. But now, you lot are actually being a bit more patient. You're seeing why he was one of them. Bro, he was a wonder kid, bro. Like, man forget, because there's too many times players get hyped up and then the next step doesn't go that well. And then football moves on so fast, they kind of get forgotten about. But when this guy, when he came true, his name was right up there, blood. Just like, what's the other youth that you signed? Shaqiri as well, blood. These men were wonder kids, bro. That's how they ended up at Bayern Munich, bro. Man forget that these men were wonder kids, bro. That's how they end up at Bayern, whether it works out or not. Like, these men are ballers, bro.
Rants, I always said with Klopp, again, best manager I've seen in my lifetime and that, but technician, whenever we were linked to a technician or a techie player, I weren't really for it, because I knew that would happen. Now that's what I'm saying. Just to that, this season he's been cold so far, and that's a hallmark of a good manager to improve players. But when we sign the Thiagos, the Minaminos, the Shakiris, and that, even Carvalho, there's a reason why all these technicians didn't make the starting 11, and it's fine, it worked for us, but you just needed to run for Klopp. That's the main thing. You mainly need to run for Klopp. Mane come out and said he done the most running. Thiago come out and said he's done the most running in his career. You don't really want players like Thiago. They're more conductors. They're more controllers. You want the ball at their feet. That was only my real criticism of Klopp. Sometimes there was the ID, talent ID wasn't always there, because obviously if you play a certain way, bring in a man that play your way, not technicians that are going to be on the bench or leave within the next year. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, actually, big up what Ricken said. Firmino's an exception, though. But
but Firmino was brought in as a midfielder. He weren't brought in as a striker,
number 10. But the reason why he's also an exception, because all the Liverpool fans will agree, Firmino would run his heart out, bro.
Yeah, his work rate was crazy.
Things, if you had both, you would survive in the team. Do you know what I mean? You would. But more or less, a lot of man just had the work.
Yeah, like Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva would have been perfect in a Klopp team. Perfect, because he has both. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Kovacic, to extent, for Man City, he will run for days, bro. That's why whenever linked under Klopp, the first thing he'll say is, not that good, but he's a Klopp player, because he runs a lot. We were linked to Gallagher's, bro. We were linked to Zielinski's a baller. He come out and said Klopp wanted him. We were linked to Zielinski's. We were linked to a lot of man that could just run. I used to hate it. The minute just because a man could just run, oh yeah, he's a Klopp player. But no, I want ballers in my team. Do you know what I mean? I want players that can do a bit of both. But that's why I would never like go in on Henderson. Similar to what you were just saying about Declan Rice, Rant.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily rate their technical ability, but you need man like that in the team that are rough and ragged, that would run. That's why I never used to slander Henderson. Yes, we could have improved on him, because if you have a player that can do both, then you're laughing. But you need man like that. Not everyone in your team can be a technician, bro. Football's never been like that. You know what I mean?
It's never been like that, bro.
And it never will be like that.
No, it won't. And it's getting further and further and further away from that. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you have to think about balance. And when I look at this England squad, bringing it back to Tuchel, it's not balanced. It's not balanced at all in terms of what you need from a team in it. And I think tactically, English players are some of the worst players on the planet. When it comes to actually understanding the game of football and tactics, they're terrible. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why even Rafa Benitez said about Steven Gerrard, he was like, yo, blood, like, man couldn't play centre mid. He didn't understand how to play centre mid. Steven Gerrard understands crash, bang, wallop, box to box. You get me? And the thing is, because he's such a good player, a man's got such a big ego, you can't tell Steven Gerrard, yo, you need to do the Xabi Alonso. Man can't do the Xabi Alonso. Man wants to do the Batman thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what, Rants? Do you know what I would say about Gerrard? Yeah, he could, but mainly not for like. There's times in games where he would
couldn't do it. When Gerrard played 6 for you, lot, that's some of the worst Gerrard we've ever seen, bro.
No, but for me, he can do it in spells. That if I remember in the Champions League final, he played about 5, 6, 7 positions, bro. If he needed to do it for a certain period in the game, he would do it, bro.
Yeah, but only passion would get him through it. It wasn't football IQ and thinking. It was just Gerrard can play right back because you know he's gonna run for you. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like Bellingham. Bellingham's gonna run for you. He reminds me of Gerrard in terms of his intensity that he plays at. But he's technically so inferior to Gerrard, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Technically. But he's Gerrard-esque in his stature and the fact that he will just run for days, bro. Do you know what I mean? Jude will fall over, and before he's even got back on his feet, he's on his knees trying to get back up. And like, yeah, he tries hard and that. Do you know what I'm saying? But his athleticism gets him into situations. When you look at Jude, yeah, he doesn't score goals because he's smart. He scores goals because he just keeps running into the box, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man's not Pippo Inzaghi, bruv. Like, man just keeps running towards the goal and the ball just will fall to you if you keep making that run, bro. He's got an insane engine, bro. That's what makes him a footballer. If you take away the engine, if he's got a Kobe Mino engine, this guy's laying bricks somewhere. He's not playing football.
But you know, I would say, Ratchet, this is one thing I'll give to Jude. I wouldn't just say, and you know me, I'm not his biggest fan. Even when we were linked with him, I never wanted him at my club. The receipts are there. I would rather use that 150, whatever we were quoted for 3 or 4 man to improve the squad as a whole. But I don't just think it's his engine why he scores. I think sometimes his anticipate. I've seen Jude, right, be the ball could be out to like Vinny or Rodrigo, yeah, and they've played it in, and he might be maybe 20 or 30 yards. He's anticipated they're going to play it in, and he scored. That's one thing I give him. I don't think it's his engine.
Yeah, but he has to get there, bro. But he has to get there, bro. Like,
but you also got to recognize it, because how many times, Ranch, have we seen players have a good engine and not recognize where to be? Do you know what I mean? Rasmus Højlund, bro, he's got an engine, but he won't always understand where to be.
But the difference is Rasmus is the first line, so it's different. You know them ones. So Rasmus has
to be ready to see more in front of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Jude gets there late. You know them ones. And when you're getting there late, all you need is an engine. You look at the amount of goals that Gerrard scored there, where the ball just fell to Gerrard on the edge of the box. Because he got the engine and he always meets it on the way in. It's just, bro, it's not even anticipation. It's, yo, I'm getting there. Because this is the mixer, innit? It's percentage football. If you keep making those runs, you're gonna get chances, bro. Look, Edison Cavani is the best example of that. Anyone that watches Man United, we watch Cavani close. Cavani just kept making runs every time, just straight line. There was nothing crazy about it. He just kept running. Bruv, Cavani's gonna get you a goal because he just runs, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he just runs. Like, the ball, no matter where the ball is, Cavani's on the way. You know when man order food on delivery and you see the bike and your driver's on the way? Bruv, that's Cavani, bruv. Your driver's on the way. Same as Nunes, bruv, on the way. That's why Nunes scores goals, because he just runs. You get me? Like, bro, it's not because Darwin's mad clever. He just runs. I swear down, if you just run,
I think you're being disingenuous to your own, to Cavani in this, because, bro, they're the
Cavani's smart, but, bro, if you can't get there, it don't matter. You know, do you get what I mean?
I hear you.
It don't matter. You know, like that. Like, you know the amount of men that think about making runs, but their legs can't.
Their body don't let them. Yeah, I hear you.
Come on, brother. You have to be able to get there. Do you know what
I'm just remembering a goal Cavani scored for South at St. Mary's, bro, and I was like, that's one of the best headers I've seen, where he started from deep. Was it actually someone played it into him and he recognized it, and I think he's won you the game in the dying moments, bro.
Cavani, I remember, bro, some diving header thing, bro. Bro, he was just running, bro. If you look at the run from Cavani, man was a box-to-box striker, blood. Like, I give you a box-to-box striker. This brother was just outside running, bro, tirelessly, Trust me,
Even
if you've got
Napoli
legs,
Cavani, a lot of his goals, he's just everywhere, bro.
bruv, if you've got legs in the modern game, yeah, you will get goals. You just keep making the run, bro. It's percentage football. You see the way back in the day, man used to go hang, but now because of the high line, you can't go hang. But you still need to keep making the same runs that them goal hangers were making. So you need to just keep making your way towards the last defender. You'll get chances. Why do you think Darwin scored all them goals? Because it ain't
Shoot.
because he's mad smart. Like, he's not Erling, bruv. He's not economical with his running. He's not. He wastes bare runs. He dashes bare runs in the bin.
You're spot on, bro, because the amount of times Nunes has just been there because he's running, but then his problem is sometimes he wouldn't reach the back of the net, but he meets the ball a lot because he never stops running. I hear that still.
That's it is, bro. It's just, bro, you just keep, you know what I mean? Your man, keep feeding the fruit machine. One day you're gonna win, innit? You know them way there, and this is what it is. Them man just keep putting money in the machine, blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You lot, make sure you run up the lights, bro. We need 900. 900 was the target, blood. We're only on 550. You're moving crazy, bro. We got 3 shows today. We're going back to back. We're going through to Red Talk now with Saeed. Gonna talk about them man sacking Sir Alex Ferguson, blood. You know them way there. That's gonna be a laugh, bro. I swear down. The group chat was going crazy.
I know you're going to delve into it quickly with Saeed, yeah, but I think this is where your fan base are doing too much because I know
fan base are idiots, ROMZ, rude boy. I swear I want to slap any man.
So you agree with the second, yeah?
Brother, I would have sacked this brother 10 years ago.
Because I know ambassador roles that you have to go certain meetings and that, but bro, he's old now, paying more.
Brother, this motherfucker's going to the games and sleeping, bro. Man's getting paid 2 million a year. That's also Sky Sports camera pants to Sir Alex Ferguson. Man's like this.
That's also because of the football you played, though. You know, you played that football.
Man's a hostage, bro. Man's a hostage at the games, bruv. Let man stay at home in his slippers, bruv. Like, what you man doing, wheeling him out, bro? You know, like that. That's crazy. Imagine you man go Buckingham Palace, yeah, and them man took the Queen out the freezer, blood, and they were just wheeling her out, blood. Stand on the balcony to wave to you, man. It's like, bruv, allow it. You know, like that, bro. He's an old man. Leave man at home, cuz. You know what I mean? Cold Manchester nights and that. Fergie's outside, bro. Like,
that's one thing. That's one thing I'll say, Rants. Your fans were going overboard with like, cool. For me, the corn has to be on Ineos now. Ten Hag can sack himself, but ultimately they have to do it. But now the anger needs to be directed at Ineos, bro, because but the Fergie thing, when I'm seeing man saying, how dare you disrespect us, he transformed our club, it's like, brother, like, he's old now. He can't attend all these meetings. Just wheel him out for the big games. Just he can see the odd big game. But like you said, more time he looks half asleep. But that's also because of the football you play.
Yes, brother, listen. Brother, I can't lie, bro. The reason why man are getting onto Ineos because it looks like they're broke, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? That's why. That's all it is. That's why. But I just don't, brother. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone, them man are not built like
that. I thought you man were going over. Not you.
Man are getting upset. Like, oh, how can you do it with Fergie? I see fucking Faz in the chat saying, nah, I can't believe it. I said, bruv, allow it, man.
You know what I would say though? The anger probably stems from the Rants. Bro, you sacked the GOAT ahead of 10.
Brother, I don't care. Man needed to get sacked. As soon as the Moyes thing happened, they should have sacked man then. You know them way there. They should have said, yeah, bruv, you and David safe, innit? You know what I'm saying? Allow the recommendation. You try to sabotage me. It's all right. Like, we move on, man.
You know what? He's not even, you know, sometimes you might keep like an iconic figure for the club around to maybe have a halftime team talk. He's not even making it down the flight of stairs now.
Them man are saying that he got banned from the changing room and that, brother. He shouldn't have been in the changing room. No, what they're saying is basically Ten Hag don't want him in the changing rooms or something like that. But brother, he shouldn't be in the changing rooms anyway. You know what was crazy to me? Remember when Ronaldo was at the club and he was on the bench? And Ferguson was coming out saying, oh, Ronaldo should be playing. Brother, do you know what year it is? Like, you're not the manager. This is why these Man United fans, they can't chat to me, innit? Because, brother, you see me. Man United is not a religion to me, bro. Football's a game to me. You know them ones. Like, bro, you see me? Like, these man know I'm a basketball fan. Guess who I support? Whoever I feel like when the season starts. You know, like that. This is me.
Rants, it's that man fan base now. Like someone's even at me saying Robs don't rate Trent. It's like, bro, who like you're not listening properly. Do you know what I mean? Like I say what I say. If you don't like, you don't like. I'm like you, bro. I always say I am a football fan before a Liverpool fan, bro. I fell in love with Liverpool. I'm a football fan. I go where the football is, bro. I've played football and I appreciate good footballers. Do you know what I mean? So when man are like, oh, you support the club, just back your player because he supports the club. It's like, no. If my players shit for my club, I'm calling it out. Do you know what I see, bro? Football clubs as like, obviously, if you got kids, yeah, but see football clubs like your kids or how you would raise your kid. You're not going to tell them yes all the time. Because then they won't learn the values of life. Bro, if you love your club, how we love our club, you're going to call out the bullshit, bro. Exactly. So when people are like, oh, just back players, how can you not rate your player? He plays for your club. It's like, nah, man. I will call out for my club because I love my club, bro. I'm not going to be fake with it.
Yeah, but this is me, bro. What man need to understand, yeah, is that, brother, a lot of the values of this football club, I don't share them, bruv. I don't share them. What you need to understand is, yeah, I didn't choose this football club. Do you know what I mean? This football club was passed on to me. So I wasn't an adult choosing to support this club. So when this club does stuff that I don't agree with, I'm going to call it out because I'm a grown fucking man. I don't need to agree with what's going on.
Facts.
I don't need to agree with it. And I don't need to just like blindly follow this thing. It's not a religion because, you know them ones, it's not a religion. And even religion, I don't blindly follow nothing. If I read something I don't agree with, I'm like, hold on. Let me delve a bit deeper into this and let me try and understand this better because the way this comes across to me, I don't really agree.
It makes it facts, bro. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's with anything, bro. Like, what? You're not allowed to question nothing, or you're not a real fan, bro. You can't tell me nothing. I'll do what I want.
That's what I say, Rants. Yeah, when the masses normally agree with something, I turn to look the other way, or I do a bit more research because it's like if everyone's just agreeing to something, there must be a bit of something fishy in it, bro.
100%. When Zlatan came to Man United, he was like, "Why these man still talking about Ferguson? Blood, move on." That's Zlatan. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's a problem that he's here. It's a problem that he's here.
That shows the type of men we are because you know what you just said about United? That's like, man, like Liverpool, obviously Michael Owen, some fan base call him Judas and whatnot, and I get he moved to you lot. But for me, it was Michael Owen. Obviously, my dad's Liverpool, innit? So he's that son.
Yeah, so is mine. The Yardies, man.
Yeah, literally, John Barnes and that. Do you get it? Yeah. Do you get it? So it's a thing where when he said, "Bro, my brother supports Arsenal," it because he said I saw a lot of black players that resonate with me, and that was it. He weren't changing his team, but it's a thing where Liverpool got passed on to me, and like you said, that it's not a thing where you could grow because you get the man in school, you know, man, that a team got passed on to them, but they're changing. It's like no. This is where I'm low. If I got passed on to something, and that's all I know, that's all I'm going to stick with. Do you get it? But a lot of people seem to think, oh, just because you support something, you have to agree with everything that's going.
No,
it's like,
that's crazy.
Bro, Rants, you know what I used to hate? When Klopp used to do something and I didn't agree with it. Do you know more than Klopp? Well, obviously I don't. I don't have my badges in that, but I still have a mind of my own.
But even if you don't know more than Klopp, yeah, that doesn't mean that you can't be right and Klopp be wrong. Because just because he's Jurgen Klopp, that don't mean he's perfect. No manager's perfect. Exactly. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, brother, I've watched games and I've outcoached Pep before, blood. These men have been here. That don't mean I know more than Pep. It just means that, bro, I saw something he didn't on that day. That's all it means, blood.
It's like even a minority of our fan base, when we were saying, oh, we need a new midfielders, we need a DM. Then Klopp said, oh, we don't need DM. He started listing everyone at the club. Then 6 months later, for him to just come out and say, maybe the fans were right. We needed a midfielder. It's like, bro, a blind man. Stevie Wonder could see we need him. That's where I was right and he was wrong. Do you get? End of the day, I've just never followed the message. I got a man on my own, innit? I don't care. Bro, Rants, bare my fan base don't like me as it is. Do you think I give two shit? I'll look off this.
That's how I know that I'm talking sense because they don't like me.
Yeah, bro. Like they think, oh, I'm supposed to care of their opinion. Oh, they're speaking ill of him. He needs to subscribe to us. He needs to listen to us. I don't care, bro. Once I log off this laptop, I love my life. Do you get it? It's just one of them ones. It's literally that, bro. But I got a mind on my own. I'm not going to agree with everything my club. Look, literally what that comment just say. Look at Gravenberch under now, bro. So I mean, this brings back to my point. Technicians under Klopp rarely worked. You'll have the odd anomaly, but it rarely worked, bro. Rarely worked.
Facts. And this is it. You know what I'm saying? You lot, let's get these lights up, man. We still ain't hit the target, bruv. Man need to get this up to 900. We got nearly 2,000 in here. We're redirecting straight into Red Talk. So there's no reason why we got 1900 in here and we don't have at least 900 likes, bro. So you lot get the likes up. Obviously, it helps the channel grow. Do you know what I mean? First live stream in a week. You know what I mean? We're back. We got 3 live streams today. Red Talk coming up next, and then 8 o'clock we got boxing. We got Fight Talk. I'm gonna talk about the big boxing card as well. Yep, that's a idiot thing. You know them, brother. I'm brother. I never slept well that night. You know, I was so angry, blood. Bevo's
you were on holiday. That said something.
Man, Bevo's my fighter, blood. You know them ones. After that, yeah, bro. You see, when I heard, 116, 112, I was like, yeah. And then when I saw the Turbie, I said, bro,
yeah.
Bomber Clark, I couldn't sleep, blood. I was on Twitter getting angry, blood. Like, you know what I mean? I'm seeing Shakur tweet. Like Andre Wood, bare boxers saying, "What is this bullshit?" Yeah, and brother, it was making me more angry because you know them ones. Like, bro, I was getting angry. So, yeah, we're gonna we'll be talking about that at 8 o'clock, and obviously, them man are saying, "Did Ben Whittaker quit?" And there's bare stuff to talk about. Woodley knocked fucking listen,
bro.
Bruv, my man punched man's face off. You don't play boxing. Ambival's wife as well, idiot. You know them ones there. But apparently, he divorced her and got married again 6 months later. That's why she's pissed, because he had the next thing on the side, innit? That's what it was. But bro, he's allowed to do that, bro. If I punch up Canelo, bro, I can have any girl I want. I'll be real. You know them way there. So, yo, big up everyone inside. You know what time it is. Do you know what I mean? We're redirecting to Red Talk, people. You know what I mean? So make sure you jump in that chat and smash the likes, people. See you, man, in a bit.